So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
They'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harris.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Stafford. And this will be swung out for Lindsay. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lindsay. 2nd down at 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsay. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now here's Johnson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. After the interception, here's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he's taken down inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Stafford's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Lindsey will score. Touchdown, Miami. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Johnson on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Jones now throwing on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
What we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Johnson now returning. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. A big play there for New England.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Jones on first down. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. A little check down to Lindsey. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 4th down, Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jakobi Meyers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And got his man complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
They'll run with Lindsey, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. The quick slant caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Jones on 1st and 10. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Trey Sermon as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stafford now to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Play action, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Now a play fake it at Stafford.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Throwing Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers.
Yeah, the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now Jones. Touchdown. It's complete.
Jalen Reagor
with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
back to bring it out here from the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they took...
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half.
No. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Reagor. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From just shy of midfield, Jones. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Looking deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Dolphins.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Stafford. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. After the sack on first down, Stafford trying to lay one up deep. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now here's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Open man is born. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Stafford. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is caught. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Phillip Lindsay. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Johnson on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make it.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this will be swung out for Lindsay. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Stafford on first down. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Dolphins extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Jones now on first down. This ball complete to Rager. And he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's caught by Myers. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Stafford gonna throw it. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd and 10, Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's complete, left side to Aguilar.
And he will have a Patriots first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
so for Miami,
they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Patriots,
they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end.
And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.